Welcome to my class. In this particular class, we will talk about Telnet. Telnet evolved from telecommunication plus network. We took tel from telecommunication and net from network. So it became Telnet. We can say that the word Telnet has been evolved from the combination of two words, telecommunication and network. Telnet protocol. Telecommunication network is a network protocol used on the internet or used on local area network connections. Telenet was created and launched in 1969. Telenet is a protocol that allows a user to log in. To log in means to get connected to. So Telenet is a protocol that allows a user to log in to a computer at some remote location. If some computer is quite away from us and we want to get connected to that particular computer, then this Telnet protocol, it allows us to get connected to a computer which is far away from us. Telnet is also known as remote login. Telnet program allows a user on one computer to log into a remote computer and issues command in a command window of the remote system. Telnet meaning. It means connecting one computer to another computer in such a way that user can give commands from his own computer but they are executed on the remote computer. In simple words, the user's computer copies the functioning of a remote computer. Though the user is working on his own computer, it appears during Telnet session that he is working on remote computer because the user's monitor displays the contents of the remote computer. Look at this particular case. This particular lady, she has a Telnet session and she wants to get connected to some computer which is in Mumbai. She will be able to see the contents of a particular computer which is quite far away from her. That particular computer is in Mumbai and she will be able to see the content of that computer on her computer. The computer which is far away, we call that computer as Telnet server. It is in Mumbai. Whatever program, data or information is stored in this particular computer, that can be seen by that female on her computer. She is in Delhi and this particular computer is in Mumbai. When she gets connected to this Telnet server, then she can see number of things from this server, but she will be able to see all those things on her own computer. It will be like this. She is in Delhi and this Telnet server is in Mumbai. She will be able to see all documents, all information which is stored on this Telnet server. Whatever command she gives on her computer, those commands will get executed on the Telnet server. It will give the appearance that she is not working on her desktop, rather she will be working on the remote server itself. There are two important points in the case of Telnet. The first one is Telnet client, or we call it local computer. When user's computer initiates the connection with remote computer, the user computer is termed as Telnet client or local client, Telnet user or local host. So the user computer is termed as Telnet client, local client, Telnet user or local host. The second important part is Telnet server or remote computer. The computer with which the user's computer get connected to is termed as remote computer or Telnet computer or remote host or Telnet server. Look at this particular case. We have Telnet user computer and we have a Telnet server. Here the topic is unencrypted Telnet login session to a remote host. Unencrypted means whatever is being typed at the Telnet user, it will not be sent in coded form. It will be in plain text. That is unencrypted. Encrypted means coded, unencrypted means which is not in coded form. So whatever Telnet user types on her computer, the same text will appear as it is and it will go to Telnet server. User makes a request for login to Telnet server. This is the first thing which the Telnet user will do. The Telnet server asks for what is your username and password. The Telnet user supplies the username and password. After verification, the Telnet server starts providing all services to the Telnet user. It means whatever information, data or program is stored on the Telnet server, all those information, data or program goes to the Telnet user. User will give commands on her computer. In our case, the female will give command on this particular computer, but that command will get executed on the Telnet server. Look at this example, Telnet server, and we have Telnet user, or we can call it Telnet client. In an encrypted Telnet login session to a remote host, she makes a request to the Telnet server that Telnet client intends to get connected to the Telnet server. She makes a request that Telnet client wants to get connected to the Telnet server. The Telnet server asks for the username and password. She supplies the username and password. After verification, if it is true, the server allows to get connected to the Telnet server. Then this Telnet user gets connected to the Telnet server. Now she gives input from Telnet client keyboard to Telnet server. She gives some inputs from the client keyboard and those input goes to Telnet server. Server starts processing it. Server gives output to the client monitor. Output from the Telnet server comes to client monitor. In this way, a two-way connection has been developed between Telnet client and Telnet server. Whatever data, information or program are stored on this particular Telnet server, she will be able to have access to all those things. And she gives the command on her own client computer. Those commands goes to the server and server executes those commands. So Telnet is a network protocol used on the internet or on a LAN. It is one of the simplest way to exchange data between two computers. It allows two computers anywhere on a computer network, including the worldwide internet, to exchange text and other data in real time. Telnet is the method that allows connecting to a remote computer over internet and using programs and data as if they were on your local machine. It appears to the female that all this data and program is not on this server, rather it is on her own machine. Telnet is a network text-only protocol that is used for accessing remote computers over TCP/IP networks like the internet. TCP/IP means Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol. We have a separate video for TCP and IP protocols. It provides bidirectional interactive communication facility using virtual terminal connection. Why we call it virtual terminal connection? She is working on local computer, but it appears to her that she is working on a server. That is why we are calling it virtual terminal connection. Telnet enables a user to manage an account or device remotely. For example, a user may telnet into a computer that hosts their websites to manage his or her files remotely. The following image is an example of Telnet session. If you want to use Telnet, you have to follow certain steps. These steps are: first, find out the IP address of the server or main computer. Second point, select the Windows key and R key. In the run box, type CMD. Fourth, select OK. Fifth, type Telnet and the IP address of the main server. And when there is a blank cursor appearing on the screen, then the connection is fine. In this way, you can get connected to Telnet server. Thank you very much.